In a quiet corner of Greece, a life was lived that the world still struggles to understand. A man who spent 82 years on Earth without ever seeing a single woman. This is the strange, almost unbelievable story of Mihailo Tolotos. They say he was born around 1856, but tragedy struck almost immediately. His mother died just hours after giving birth, leaving the infant orphaned and alone. With no one to care for him, local villagers made a decision that would forever alter the course of his life. They carried the baby boy up into the mountains, to a place shrouded in ancient tradition and sacred law. This place was Mount Athos, known as the Holy Mountain. Mount Athos is an autonomous monastic state. For over 1,000 years, it has held a strict and unwavering rule. No women, and not even female animals, are allowed to set foot on its soil. This wasn't just a guideline, it was an absolute law, a sacred vow to maintain a purely male spiritual environment. This was the world that Mihailo Tolotos would grow up in, a world sealed off from half of humanity. Adopted by the monks of a monastery, Mihailo was raised within the ancient stone walls. He learned their scriptures, followed their rituals, and lived by their strict code of conduct. He became one of them, a monk devoted to a life of prayer and solitude. But for him, the most impactful rule was one he never had to learn to follow, because it was the only reality he ever knew. No woman may enter, ever. So, Tolotos lived his entire life seeing only men, hearing only male voices, and never knowing what a woman looked like, sounded like, or even how she existed in the world beyond his mountain sanctuary. Think about that for a moment. No mother to raise him, no sisters to play with. No female villagers in a marketplace, no female tourists wandering through ancient ruins. In an age before widespread media, he never saw a photograph, a painting, or even a simple drawing of a woman. For 82 long years, his world was composed entirely of men. It's a concept so foreign, so extreme, it's difficult for us to even comprehend today. His reality was a world missing half of its people. When Mihailo Tolotos died in 1938, the monks who had been his only family gave him a special burial. They believed he was the only man in history to have died without ever knowing what a woman was. A newspaper article from the time chillingly noted that he had lived what was considered the purest male life ever known. We can only wonder what he thought about his unique existence. Did he feel a sense of loss for something he never knew? Or was he content in his isolated world? His thoughts, his feelings, his dreams, they all died with him, leaving behind a profound and unanswerable mystery. In a world of billions, where our lives constantly intersect, the story of Mihailo Tolotos stands as a solitary, almost impossible legend. A life lived in a way that can never be repeated. But it wasn't a legend, it was real, every single day of his 82 years. Thanks for watching History Pulse. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible stories from the past.